Buenos días, buenas noches, buenas tardes, depende when you're watching this. Bienvenidos a otra sesión de Cafecito with Daniel, edición Julio 2026. No sé cómo es el clima con ustedes, pero donde yo vivo está como caliente, luego está frío, luego está caliente y luego está frío al mismo tiempo. So it's a very interesting weather, and I know other places it is more drastic, donde ha habido más intenso lo que es el clima, so there's that going on. And it's interesting, well, the summer usually that's what happens, and lo que es el winter también es cuando it's extreme weather. So hopefully donde estés it's not too bad, and if it's bad, then hopefully you're safe. Yeah, the weather could be a lot. Pero ya estamos en lo que es el séptimo mes del año. Estamos en lo que es a mediados del verano, pero generally speaking, para muchos ya se está acabando el verano. Lo que es agosto es cuando empiezan las clases. The new academic year, in the general school, y luego lo que están los colleges, higher education, so está eso pasando. I know there's a transition going on, y también para unos, like your job is switching maybe, or transitioning también. Like for example, me, my schedule's not gonna look different in the next month, since my summer work labor has ended. So now I'm going back to the following the academic year kind of schedule. So yeah, hay cambios que van a pasar ya con lo que es el final del verano, literally and figuratively. So there's that. Alright, pues se hacen la invitación para que me acompañen con un café, con un boba, un té, un refresco, una bebida, whatever you have near you. Se acaba de prender las luces. I have like Okay, ya, se hace la invitación so you can, join me in this session en los próximos o lo más reciente actualizaciones que tengo sobre mis hobbies. And today is actually going to talk a lot about that too. And I'll talk more about it towards the end. Yeah, I just realized like the light over here se prendió, también la luz de acá on the TV. We're living in an era of technology donde ya casi muchas cosas son automáticas. Vivimos en una era donde la tecnología, like everything's kind of like running by itself in a sense. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting as the years progresses, because now like ya no prendo la luz manually, like my phone can turn it on. And then same thing with the TV. It's para alguien que viaja en el tiempo, and it comes to this, if you're from the past, you come to this time, you're like, whoa, right? So, but then from here, y los que hemos visto películas del futuro, is like, to this day, I'm like, ¿dónde están los carros voladores? That's all I'm saying about the future. There is a lot de actualizaciones. I'm gonna try to like fastly, smoothly go through everything. I'm trying to make these videos not too long, because it can drag on for a bit, based on my observation, also because yo soy el que estoy editando los videos, so then that's a lot of editing time that I have to do on my part, so I'm just gonna go boom with everything, alright? Si han visto los otros canales o los otros videos, si han visto los otros videos, you already kind of know the flow, so if you're waiting for a category, we'll get there. Alright, so pero antes de eso, está la quote. Y la quote, you gotta like really listen to it and just kind of like comprehend like where's it going with this. So la quote para este mes va a ser: con el paso del tiempo, ¿cómo pasas tiempo? It's like layers to it. And then it'll make more sense when I get to the afterthoughts, because I'll expand more on it. But ese es el quote de este month. It really like reflects and emphasizes like the time period. Generally speaking, sé que para unos no siempre es el mismo schedule, the time frame that we're all in. But there's this one like moment where like we all kind of fall in this like state of mind, o en el estado que estamos debido al tiempo. Alright, so first category, TV shows and films. There's quite a few things I will talk about. Alright, so lo que es la serie The Pitt, la segunda temporada, I'm this close of being finished. I know that I'm a few episodes before I get to the finale, like it's over, and honestly it's been very good. Esta serie sí hace un buen trabajo en enfocarse no solo en el main character, que sería ¿cómo se llama? Robbie. Siempre se me olvida. I was confused between Bobby and Robbie, pero no se enfoca, sí se enfoca en el main character, pero también le da espacio y le da tiempo para los secondary characters. And even like the third character. So that's what I love about the show, that like you see a little bit of everybody. Un poquito de su vida personal, su vida en el profesional, and how they like merge and like conflicts. So it's very well done. It is intense porque the setting is en la sala de emergencia en un hospital, so it is going to be intense. But aside from that, it is a TV series, so there will be drama. Entonces, así como lo que pasa con un patient, and then how their life impacts a los demás personajes. So it's really well done in that format. Yeah, I'm getting to the end. It's escalating. I'm excited what's gonna happen. I don't want to spoil, pero tengo una teoría, or more of like what I hope to see or what I will want to see in the next season. So, ya establecieron que el main character, que es like el jefe, the boss, the supervisor de todos ellos, ¿verdad? They presented him in the first season, well done. They emphasized him in the second season, también well done. What I want to see in the third season, algo como en el concepto, en la área de, like he's kind of like out of the picture. Like he's still there, but he's not like there. Like, I don't know, no sé si like the plot will be interesting, like maybe he was a patient or they kill him off, I don't know. Or like something happens where like all the other characters are like, okay, they gotta like step in, and like the stakes are higher. So, si hacen algo así como en la tercera temporada, porque no, la primera y la segunda sí es un poquito repetitivo, not much, but like you can see similarities, or like you saw kind of this plot happen here. So in the third season, like, let's explore a plot where like, okay, boom, way different, but it's still the same concept y el formato. So that's what my hopes or theory will be, lo que pasaría en la tercera temporada, which will make it more different. So, esa está en HBO, sí la recomiendo para alguien que le gusta y le fascina así como series, or just like watching like hospital, doctor, like scenes in a sense. Highly recommended. Alright, the next TV show sería Invincible, Season 4. We're early in the last few episodes. It's escalating with every episode, with every season that we have seen so far. There's so much going on. I do feel very bad for el main character, Mark. Un superhéroe que... Lo que vemos de superhéroes es de que hay un problema y resuelven el problema. Alguien está en peligro, salvan la persona. So, kind of see that, right? Pero esta serie, y hay otras series y otras películas que han visto este concepto, pero esta serie hace un buen trabajo en, like, no es fácil para un joven tener superpoderes y a la misma vez tener esta responsabilidad de la vida de superhéroe y la vida de ser humano, o like regular life. Entonces, hace un buen balance, no un balance, sino tratar de buscar ese balance, pero a la misma vez no funciona. And so he's just trying to troubleshoot and like, how can I make it work so donde tengo y puedo vivir estas dos vidas. So it does a good job with that. It is violent as the episodes are going. So you're always like, wait, you're caught off guard because like, oh, that happened to this character. I did not see that coming. So it does a good job with that. Como digo, estamos en los últimos episodios antes de que se acabe la temporada. I don't know where this is heading because cada episodio, cada temporada, I'm like, yo creo que va en esta dirección, pero de repente se va a esta dirección. So that's kind of cool for a TV show to do that because it's not cliche where it's like, you know what's going to happen, where it's like, it does happen, but not en el sentido de like, oh, I thought that was going to happen. So it really keeps you on your toes. So highly recommended. Es una serie animada. Está en Amazon Prime. And I think it's Emmy nominated, or cuando vas a la página, like it shows some nomination. So that's cool. Definitely props. Alright, la próxima serie que recientemente we started watching, que sería, y la vimos en el 4 de julio, que sería Spider-Man Noir. Spider-Man Noir es un live action basada en el personaje de Spider-Man Noir, que para muchos la introducción para ese superhéroe fue en lo que es Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse. Es que siempre confundo el nombre de la segunda y la primera. Era uno de los personajes que formó parte del equipo donde nos introdujeron a Miles Morales en this animated film. Yo ya sabía de Spider-Man Noir. Él salió en un videojuego que se llama Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Era un playable character. Sé que también está el cómic, pues claro. And so I already kind of knew a little bit. I know that he's like a private investigator, and he does use more violence compared to the 616 Peter Parker Spider-Man that we know. So very interesting take, and it's cool that vemos este character que era su propia platform. So that's cool to watch. El actor que lo está playing is Nicolas Cage, who's a well-known actor to play a lot of superhero roles. So that's already a plus right there. It's a good take on what I'm seeing based on, no sé tanto, no leí el comics, yo lo sé que poquitos detalles here and there. What's cool about this show is de que hay dos opciones para ver esta serie. Puedes verla en lo que es black and white, que sería classic mode o algo así, y lo que es en color, which will be hue. Tiene sus un nombre a estos dos diferentes formatos, pero you can watch it either way. We're watching it in black and white because el comic sí está en black and white. En el videojuego era black and white cuando the gameplay for this character, so it made more sense to watch it in that format. I don't want to spoil, but it's a good adaptation because muestran otros personajes y supervillanos, pero no en ese setting, porque el setting es como en the early, no sé si eran 1800s or 1900s, pero like it's taking place in the past, like long time ago time period, where it was more like classic lifestyle. So that's cool to watch, and then like Spider-Man like just being part of that environment. Overall, no lo hemos acabado, si nos faltan unos episodios, pero overall it's well done. Like in my opinion, I really am enjoying what I'm watching, so highly recommended. Como dije, esta está en Amazon Prime, so if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. If you love Spider-Man, this is a good different light of what we're seeing and a whole different variant of Spider-Man. So, sí la recomiendo. Otra serie que apenas empezamos a ver en este mes, Muertos de Amor, and that one is a K-drama, está en Netflix. Es esas series donde no están todos los episodes released, like you can see all of them. You have to wait for like the next episode to drop, which I'm used to that because I used to watch live TV, so I'm good with the wait, and I actually prefer waiting, and I talked about this in another video, so that's not a problem with me. But that one is it's more on the, it's not in like an intense K-drama, it's more like it's on the chill side. Like si hay cosas here like, or where it gets a little bit intense, like oh, like something's gonna happen, but it's more like two star-crossed lovers are from two different lifestyles, and there's a lot of cliche. There's so much cliche in this show. Like, oh, the setup is so obvious, like, oh, this is happening so that this can happen. Para que ellos se encuentren, para que esto pase, para que este momento. So it's very cliche. But aside from that, like, both characters are amazing. The female protagonist tiene un don, and then we're basically watching her with this don que tiene. And then the male protagonist, he's part of this unit, or this is his character, and that's how they like connect at the same time. That's what establishes the connection. It is on the suspense side, which is what a lot of K-dramas do. There is this like suspense, this like fantasy, supernatural concepts that are happening in the show. So that was also makes it interesting, aside from like the love cliche moments. But so far it's going good. I think we only seen like 2 episodes. I think there might be like 3 or 4 at this time. Yeah, that one's on Netflix. I recommend it if you like watching K-drama or lovey-dovey stuff or supernatural stuff. So, highly recommend it. Otra serie que recientemente también empezamos a ver. And a lot of these shows I'm watching with like con mi Ohana, except for like The Pit. The Pit I am watching by myself. I just started watching and I was like, alright, I'm just gonna rock with it. So, yeah, another recent TV series that we started watching is Agente Kim, Reactivado. This is also a K-drama. It is on Netflix. This one, there's not a lot of lovey-dovey stuff in this one. This is in the realm of action. So it is action-packed. And what I noticed with K-dramas that are like this is that it will be action-packed, but then there will be comedy. So it's kind of like this merge of balance of like, it's serious, but then it can be light when it needs to be light. So this one's a very good one too. We do have a male protagonist who's just like awesome, oral farming, like su personalidad, su presentación, just like su presencia, phenomenal. I mean, like, it's action packed. Básicamente, si eres alguien que le gustó la película de John Wick, you're gonna get this. in a TV series format in Korea. Highly recommend it. There is a cool plot. It is a good, very interesting plot. The choreography, the action scenes are well done. Like, props to whoever was directing this, because they did a great job. We're like casi para terminarla. That's another one that I highly recommend if you like watching K-drama and action y también comedia al mismo tiempo. So this one's definitely a must watch. If you have been seeing it cuando vas por Netflix, like, now you gotta watch it because I highly recommend it. Alright. Estas son las series y lo otro es las películas que vi. So, recientemente en este mes sí vi lo que es este Masters of the Universe porque estaba en Amazon Prime. No tuve la oportunidad de ir al cine a verla, so, but I did want to watch it. Not on day one, but I was like, I want to watch it. Amos del Universo, que sería la palabra, que sería la película sobre He-Man. Live action, it's great. Sí la puse en mi lista de best of the best for this year, so it's great. El trailer sí, al final sí es lo que ves en la película. Me recordó a esas películas de like in the early 2000s, donde era una película sobre una well-known franchise or hope to be a new franchise, and then it's just like you throw a good some good characters in there, some good music, a good plot, good visuals, and boom, you get a good movie. So eso es lo que me recordó esta película. There was a good flow going on. Sí hicieron lo que pasó en la plot so it can make sense. Like, it was a bit forced. In my observation, it works. Like, it worked. I believed it. Like, this is a good film. I love the music that was used, los visuales. It is eye candy because basically like it pops, like it's really in front of you, pero it works with lo que es el concepto de He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, so that worked out. And then the plot was good. It was great. It wasn't like out of this world, pero a la misma vez like it worked with lo que querían contar. The third act para mí sería like the best part, just because there's a lot of like action fight scenes, and they did a phenomenal job with how they showcased that. Sí me recordó un poquito de la película, los visuales, de la película de King Arthur, no, and the Sword in the Stone. Una donde había como like this very like, they use CGI, so it was CGI and it was like action-packed fight scenes. Like, había momentos de eso que me recordó cuando estaba viendo esta película. Which, I mean, I love that film, so they're using that kind of similar visuals. I also love this one. So the end credits are cool because no soy tan experto de He-Man, pero sí vi lo que era la caricatura. Mencioné que había como unas series que Netflix sacó. So I do know a little bit here, and I am a fan of He-Man and basically the franchise and the lore of it. Yeah, I really enjoyed this film, so I highly recommend it. There's no excuses porque ahora está en Amazon Prime, so anybody can watch it. Well, if you have Amazon Prime, but highly recommend it. So I loved it. It's up there in my list, and I gotta eventually we'll revisit the list so we know where my best of the best, like what I have seen so far, what's the latest updates, because there's some updates to it. So I got to see that one. I feel like I saw something else, but I don't remember. So I might talk about it en el próximo mes. I mean, I have yet to watch lo que es Supergirl. Some people are saying that it's bad, but I'm somebody who will watch the film first, and then I'll be like, okay, it was bad. So, pero I want to watch the film. So, sí quiero ver la película. I'm hoping that it eventually will be like on HBO Max or something. So, there's that to it. One of the number one films that I have yet to watch, which is Obsession. I do want to watch it. I don't want nobody to spoil me. So, pero I heard like everybody who talks about it que era una buena película. So, I know I can just rent it or on one of the platforms, I think. So, we'll see. And then the highly anticipated film that I have yet to watch, which will be Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm kind of like 50-50 just because of some of the characters que están saliendo, pero at the same time it's like it looks different than previous Tom Holland Spider-Man films. So I am curious and like intrigued with that part. I am curious que va a ser la post-credit scene. Maybe there'll be like 2 or 3. I don't know, but whatever they're gonna drop is gonna tie to either like Doomsday most likely or Secret Wars. So we'll see with that. I do want to watch it before there's any spoilers. Before closing this category, so this month they dropped the official trailer de la película de Marvel Avengers Doomsday. No, it's a reaction video, and I posted a post, so if you saw it, you know why. Because I did watch it with my Ohana, with my familia, so that's why I didn't do a reaction video. Overall, I mean, I'll make it quick. I don't know, it was put together very interesting, because se enfocaron más en mostrar los different superheroes que vamos a ver y los equipos. So, para los que vieron el trailer o tuvieron el event, so they showed us the Fantastic Four, they showed us the Wakandians, they showed us the Namor and his people, they showed us the Thunderbolts, que serían los New Avengers, they showed us los otros Vengadores, and they showed us the X-Men. So van a haber muchos superhéroes, y los que no se mostraron en el trailer or they were photoshopped también están en esos. Nos mostraron a Loki, que he's a big player now because debido a lo que pasó al final de la segunda temporada de su serie Loki. And then they showed us what's supposed to be Captain America from I don't know what timeline, what variant, what universe. So there's a lot that's going on. They showed us, of course, Doctor Doom with his aura farming in full glory and power. Well, not, pero just like a preview of his power. So it's a lot. I'm excited just because de lo que va a pasar, la plot they're gonna go with, and I'll talk about that in another category because I did read something. So I am curious and intrigued and excited at the same time to see this supervillain being on the big screen. So that's gonna be exciting. And then what's gonna happen to the characters. So there's a lot that's gonna happen. So, and yeah, I mean, otras compañías, they drop trailers for here and there and that. So there's some stuff that's in the works. Didn't get to go to the San Diego Comic-Con, not this year, but eventually I will. So I know they might have dropped some other previews, teasers, trailers, or just announcements. I did hear que van a hacer algo de Ghost Rider. I saw something about Black Panther 3 is in the works. So those are the most recent ones that I saw. So we'll see. But yeah. Alright, so let me know of anything that I mentioned, las series or las films, if you have seen them, what's your thoughts and opinions on them, or if there's anything that I was able to convince you to watch. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Alright, there's a lot of good stuff out there. We just gotta find the time. Alright, so next category, video games. Not a lot of updates, just to let you know what I'm currently estoy jugando cuando hay tiempo. So I went back and started playing again Final Fantasy XVI on el PlayStation 5. Este es un videojuego que I have a collector's edition. Lo que es amazing about this video game is that it's cinematic. Like cuando son las cutscenes, it's cinematic cutscenes. Like como que se siente que estoy viendo una película. And I feel like they should have made a movie at the same time. Pero the cutscenes, they're like intense, emotional. Hay tanto que pasa, and it's like the acting is well done, in my opinion. This is all my opinion, but that's why I really love this game, and I will keep playing it so that I can see the whole story. El gameplay, it's amazing. The music, the combination of el gameplay and the cutscenes, and the music just added. Well, lo que es Final Fantasy es reconocido por su música. Hacen un buen trabajo, and they do a lot of priority. I mean, among other stuff, pero lo que es la música, the composition is phenomenal. So, yeah, I'm playing that one. The 2 DLCs were on sale, so I did get those. So, there's more to the story that I will be playing. So, I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah. So, that's one of the big video games that I don't know why I did this. That's one of the big video games that I'm playing. Currently, también in the background, estoy jugando lo que es Zenless Zone Zero. The new season is coming out. I did finish season 1. I'm playing season 2, pero season 3 is literally gonna drop, or it dropped, I don't know, but I'm better keeping track with gacha games and their new seasons or update. But new characters, I saw this preview or this animation they did. It was well done. I highly recommend it. It's just pure these 2 strong characters just going at it, and the animation was very smooth, very fluid. It had a good flow, the choreography, the dialogue. That's what I love about this game. Compared to los otros properties que tiene Hoyoverse, this one really stands out for me the most. I know everybody's gonna have their own take in their own favorite when it comes to their video games, pero I'm still like rocking with this one. I'm trying to get back into the other ones, pero now I have not been fully hooked on. So I do want to keep playing this one, yeah, just because it's amazing para mí. I'll try to go back and play Arknights Enfield. That game, lo que me gusta es de que, Zenless on Zero, I'm playing on PS5, and then Arknights, PS5 y también mobile, and then Arknights Enfield lo tengo en PS5 y también lo tengo en mobile. Pero, so recently I played on the PS5, and lo que ese juego tiene es de que los visuales, they look amazing. The setting, the environment looks crisp, like it's well done, like it feels alive. The characters también, but it is like an anime gacha, so there's that, like you still encounter that. So I try playing it again. Every time que no he jugado un videojuego, I always forget the controls. So I was like, wait, what button presses what? So I had to like do some relearning. It's just like so part of it is the gameplay and like the story and the plot, but then there's this whole simulation of like you're an administrator and you do have to like work with resources, poner this factory and then connect it a esta cosa. So that part, I know some people love it. Some people are fans of like simulations and like, you're running your own kind of like system program, right? That's not so much me. Sí he jugado videojuegos que tienen ese sistema, and that's kind of the ones where I'm like, I don't hang too much with it. I'm not saying because I'm lazy about it. It's just like, it's time and patience. Like you gotta read what this does. You gotta actually put some investment, some energy, some thinking process, critical thinking. I'm somebody who just wants to play the game for the plots, literally for the plot. Yeah, there was like this new system that I had to learn, and I was like, okay, I think I'm good for today. So I didn't play that much, pero we'll see. It might be those games where like I just go back and forth, we're like playing it, taking a break, playing it, taking a break, but I don't know. Porque cuando eso pasa, sí he dejado de jugar unos videojuegos, because I'm like, I'm thinking about the video games, like, oh yeah, I remember the video game tenía one character, good plot, but then I'm like, oh yeah, there's this other part of the video game, and I'm like, I don't think I want to do that today, and so I don't end up playing it, but yeah. Another video game that I'm playing just because it had like this summer events, Nikke got us a victory. The event was actually kind of fun. It was kind of cool. New characters. It is kind of a friendly game to play, but at the same time, it's not too of a friendly game to play. So yeah, and then the new season or update like also dropped. So then I am kind of curious with that one, with just the new characters. But I'm trying to balance. I don't want to play that game and not play the other ones, because I recently updated Chaos Zero Nightmare on the phone, and then I know there's like a new character that's gonna be dropping, so it's hard to balance when it comes to video games, specifically video games. So I'm debating. There's a reason why I'm debating, because if y'all heard me in my other videos, it's like, is he debating about getting another video game? Maybe. So with the whole like hype this Doctor Doom and like Marvel dropping stuff here and there, like, so next month they're gonna drop like the Marvel Tokken tournament. I mean, I know the game, but I always forget the title. So I'm debating if I want to buy it. I'm kind of sad that there's no collector's edition or like a physical cool pack deluxe edition. It's all digital cosmetics and like add-ons, and I was like, that's cool, but I like this. Come on, Marvel. Marvel is known to like make some cool like figurines with the right people, but there's none. Missed opportunity. So, but I am interested because the gameplay looks cool. The character designs que hicieron para estos well-known characters, they look phenomenal. So shout out to the art director and the art team, because it's really eye-catchy, and that's kind of like what I like to play or invest and entertain myself with. But at the same time, that's another video game. It does, sí tiene una story, una plot, and then there's like the online competitive gameplay. So, because basically si lo agarro va a ser como Tekken. Like I have Tekken 8, and I mean, when I was watching Agent Kim Reactivated, I was like, ooh, now I want to play Tekken 8, because like it reminded me a little bit of that. Yes, I'm debating. We'll see. I might get it. Part of me wants to get it. Part of me is like, nah, just wait until like it's on sale or it's on PlayStation Plus or something. You'll hear what happens next month. Another video game that I just remembered. Y ya se me olvidó. What was it? I'm blanking on it. Let me see. Give me a minute. Yeah, I forgot. What game? I know that Wolverine, I believe, is coming out next month. So, Marvel Wolverine. That one does look cool. Básicamente la misma compañía es Insomniac, que hizo el videojuego de Spider-Man y Miles Morales. So, the game is going to be amazing. I'm hoping it's similar to like Spider-Man 1. I'm not a big fan of Spider-Man 2, or it was good, but it wasn't great like Spider-Man 1, in my opinion. All right. I'll see if my siblings will want to get it, and then we'll get it, we'll play it, and yeah, I do have high hopes for it, and I hope that this inspires like other characters que hagan sus propios videojuegos. So that's gonna be interesting. Había otro videojuego, and I'm blanking. I don't know what video game I wanted to talk about. But if I remember, I'm gonna just add it to it. But yeah, those are the video games that I'm currently playing and thinking about. Yeah, let me know in the comments qué videojuegos están jugando, qué videojuegos you're looking forward to playing. Porque they just drop randomly, like you hear a game just drop and it's like, oh, and it doesn't have that much hype, but it's a good game. Or vice versa. So, yeah, let me know in the comments qué están jugando. Si los convencí para que jueguen un videojuego. Hey, let me know in the comments. Alright, next category, books. Alright, para los libros, sí leí. Para los que están giving like, oh, he has nothing to say about books. I do have something to say sobre los libros. So I read some comics. Tengo lo que es la aplicación Marvel Unlimited, or like the comics. La aplicación. Había como una oferta o como un discount or like a promotion, so I did get it, and then I have yet to cancel it because I do want to read the comics. So el primer comic que sí leí that I made it a priority fue este Infamous Iron Man. Now, este comic no es sobre Iron Man. Este comic es de cuando Doctor Doom took on the mantle and was Iron Man. Like, he literally tenía su propio Iron Man suit, but he was still Doctor Doom. And I kind of know this, but when I was reading it's like I need to remember like, oh, this is how it is. So, lo que son los cómics, tienes lo que es la series, ¿verdad? Y luego tienes lo que es the issues. So, issue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending how many they are. Este series solo tenía como 7 or 10 issues, I believe. I mean, first of all, the art style, shout out to the artists who put this comic together, because the art style was so good. It was like very like realistic, but at the same time it had like that comic feel. And yeah, like the plot was cool, the art style was cool, everything about it was very like, I loved it. Yeah, so I read it because I was like, okay, because si saben, la película de Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday, the actor that's gonna play Doctor Doom va a ser Robert Downey Jr., who we know because he was Iron Man, but now he's Doctor Doom. So I was like, like let me read this comic that we kind of see that happening where like these two characters become one. Overall, it was a cool story that I enjoyed. I also learned a lot. No sé tanto de Doctor Doom. All I know is what I saw in the Spider-Man 1996 cartoon, which was amazing. What I saw en lo que era la primera y en la segunda de Fantastic Four, the live action that they did. So that's kind of like my knowledge on Doctor Doom. Pero el comic sí me let me know like, oh, there's more to it. Like it habló sobre la familia, his relationship with his mom, his like the power level that he has, where it's like technology and at the same time like sorcery. So yeah, I got to learn like a lot. And then like a different take on him, where he is currently in that story, where he's not really a supervillain, but he's not really a superhero. He's kind of like in the middle, anti-hero. So good story, highly recommend it. So I read that. Y luego también they dropped, because the game is going to come out very soon, like I mentioned, a prelude of Marvel Wolverine, el videojuego. It's very short. Básicamente, it shows like a little bit or like before the video game story. So now I kind of have una idea de, oh, okay, la historia se va a tratar de plot that they're trying to show in the game. So that was cool. The art style was very interesting. Como digo, it was like really short. It's not like a whole issue. It's just like, boom, here's a preview. So I read that one. I read physically. Esos dos eran digitally. I started reading lo que es Batman Incorporated. I got at my local store, by the way. And this is actually kind of cool. Like the art style is very rich. And what's cool about this is that que muestran a diferentes Batmans. Not from different universes, they're not variants, more like more like it's just, yeah, other superheroes inspired and taking on like the Batman mantle and becoming their own version of Batman. So it's very cool. I'm surprised that I found this in my local store because I'm like, what? So I'm reading this. Story's very good. The art style is amazing. And then I'm like checking my notes over here. I started reading Spider-Man slash Superman. Yeah, Spider-Man slash Superman. So they're in the same comic. I might have mentioned this already, pero Marvel and DC teamed up. They've done this in the past, and then I'm reading the most current story when it comes to this. So yeah, tienes lo que es el Hombre Araña teaming up con Superman, and it's cool because both of their supervillains are kind of like in the works, teaming up to take them down. And you kind of see like this dialogue, get to know each other currently, and it's very, what I've seen so far. I haven't read too much of it, pero the story is phenomenal. Like I like the interactions que tiene Hombre Araña y Superman, because they're kind of very similar when it comes to like their superhero principles. So that was kind of cool. So I want to continue reading that. I might jump into lo que es Batman slash Deadpool, porque también hicieron un comic sobre eso, once I'm reading this current one that I'm reading. And then the other series that I do want to read is Marvel Secret Wars, lo que sería la second version of it, because there is the earlier version and that's a whole different story, pero the second one, I want to read that one, which I have time, porque va a salir la película de Marvel Avengers Secret Wars. I'm most highly confident that they're gonna borrow and look into this comic because Doctor Doom plays a big part in that story. So I know a little bit, I've seen some pages, but I want to just read the whole thing for myself. So I'm highly excited for that one. And then also, like the end of this month, I got my hands on lo que es Superman DC Comics Horror Vault. It's una colección de 10 comics, first issues de esas comics, esas series. So this is actually cool. My brother tiene lo que es the Batman edition, which he got for I believe Christmas. Now we have the Superman one, so I'm excited because as you can see, when I say like different storylines, different art styles. So yeah, estoy emocionado por esto. So yeah, I'm going back into it. I'm going back to reading. I know that I've been talking about mangas, pero like comics was something that desde niño, cuando era un bebé, cuando recién nací, like this was always being like a big interest for me. So I'm excited. Yeah, because I mean, lo que pasa cuando lees, especialmente lo que es comics, es que visualmente, like you're inspired, like the art style, like that does something, well, specifically to me, like it does something to my brain, my mind, where I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, how would I do it? Lo que es el dialogue, like reading, the thing about reading is like you're learning. Regardless, yes, like just a page full of words or a page with visuals and words, because comics, they tap into a lot of lo que es like science, politics, religion, current events, supernatural stuff. Like it taps into those categories and topics. So at the same time, you're also learning how they approach that in mundo de comic. So yeah, there's a lot of factors to it. And then it's just, taking some time away from the screen, which is what I'm always looking forward to. But yeah, let me know in the comments si han leído cualquiera de esos stories that I have mentioned. Si hay una recomendación de un comic, un series that you recommend me reading, now that I kind of have more access to it. But yeah, I look forward to that in your comments, so let me know. Yeah, and I'll let you know my comments. I'll let you know about my take on or my rating on the comics that I read or the stories that I read and my thoughts on them. So look forward to that. All right, next category, music. Para esta categoría no tengo tanto que hablar, pero sí algo de qué hablar. So, recientemente, no sé si les ha pasado cuando encuentran como un artista o un género o una canción and you just kind of like going back to it. You kind of have it on replay. Escuchan esa canción, están like en repetición todo el día. So that's kind of like ahorita lo que pasó en este mes. I kind of knew about this band or this artist, pero I feel like just because of the summer vibe or just like, I don't know, something about it, like I just had it like constantly on replay. So, lo que es el artista Lawrence. Son dos hermanos. Está lo que es Clyde Lawrence y esta Crazy Lawrence. I forgot their names. I don't know, their last name is Lawrence. And then se juntan con otros artistas, otros singers. And I believe, ¿cómo se llaman? Se llaman High Low 5. I'm so bad at this. And I've been like listening to them non-stop. So, what's cool about this artist is de que son profesionales. Like, if you watch a video, I recommend going on YouTube or wherever you watch videos, music videos, watching lo que es la versión acoustic. Porque it's literally them en un estudio, they have the instruments, they have the microphones, and then they have their voice. And it's literalmente ellos cantando la canción. Sí es un poquito diferente a lo que es the final recording, pero just like the visually and how como la composition, it's well done. Sí, lo que es el hermano, la hermana, like they're talentedly like amazing. Pero lo que son los background singers, they're also very like talented, amazing. And you can just see like, yeah, music es su pasión. Like they do this for fun. They do this to like showcase their art. So yeah, lo que es the Lawrence, like their songs are just amazing. Visually, audibly, like es phenomenal. So that's what I've been listening to. I do put it on YouTube Music and I make a mix, and that taps into other artistas, canciones que no he escuchado, and so I'm like, okay, cool. Now another one that gets my like or added to my playlist. So yeah, so let me know in the comments si han escuchado lo que son los hermanos Lawrence, su música, or just like anything similar in that genre. Es un género que sí me gusta mucho because it's just like organic, raw, very like unpredictable a veces, and it's just a good like hearing. It's a good noise. It's a good hearing noise. It's a good sound. Yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, so, but yeah, let me know in the comments si los han escuchado, or let me know in the comments if you went and listened to them after like me talking about them. But I highly recommend que chequen esos artistas. Talented. Alright, next category, lugares. So, no es porque yo quise ir, sino debido a mi trabajo, fui. Pero ya he ido a sus lugares, pero recientemente no. So, fui a dos lugares. El primero fue la Universidad de CSU East Bay, que está localizada en la ciudad de Hayward. Está allá arriba en la colina. It's also where I got my master's. There's some connection to it. Y sé gente que trabaja allí o que fueron allí a estudiar. So the bond is strong. So I did went over there because of work related. It's just, sí estaba haciendo mucha calor ese día. And like we're closer to the sun because we're like on top of the hill. But it's just cool walking. I feel like it's cool walking in any university. That one was just amazing, just like seeing the vibe, the environment, and just like seeing other people also getting a tour, and then like students probably doing summer college classes. So it's just like, there's something about like walking in un campus and just like being in there, like being part of it. So highly recommended si eres alguien que va a estar aplicando para colegios o que todavía no va a ir al colegio, a la universidad. Like definitely go take a tour, walk on the campus, just like feel being there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, go check out the campus. Highly recommend it. That's one of the good campuses that I know of. There's so many, but just because I know about it, I do recommend it. So yeah, shout out to CSU East Bay. I am an alumni. Hey. So that's one place. Y luego otro lugar que sí fui fue Great America. También it was work related. Okay. That one fui el año pasado o el año anterior. No, sí fue el año pasado. En Great America, para los que no saben, es un parque de diversiones que está localizado en Santa Clara, a un lado del Levi Stadium. Para los que no saben también, it belongs to and it's owned by Six Flags. So Six Flags, que está localizado en Vallejo, owns Great America. Fun fact. Unfortunately, there is talks de que van a cerrar lo que es Great America porque the property where the Great America is on belongs to somebody else and they want to do something different. So, yeah, unfortunately, cuando fuimos no estaban todos los attractions working, so we were not able to get to all of them, pero los más well-known and like popular ones were kind of open, so that did happen. Para mí, if anybody should ask me like, do I have liked the most, I would say it will be the water raft one. Está como entras y estás a la derecha y luego está el Ghost Striker, caminas un poco, está el Panda Starbucks, caminas un poquito más, cruzas un puente y ahí está el Water Park. No es un el water park está al otro lado, pero es un water ride. And that was just cool because si está haciendo mucha calor, like that's a good one to just like refresh yourself. I think that's the only one that I enjoyed the most. Hay otros, pero I'm not a big roller coaster in this age. Like when I was, no, ni chiquito me gustaban tantos. Not the extreme ones. I know, tengo familia y amigos who are like big roller coaster fanatics. I'm not one of them. I don't have that mentality. I'm more of a chill person cuando se vienen a los roller coasters. But si no han ido, highly recommend que vayan a Great America antes de que cierre. Unfortunately, hopefully they keep it open or somewhat open or move it. I don't know, pero highly recommend it. Es un buen parque de diversiones de ir con amigos, familia, en una cita. But yeah, check it out. And si han ido, let me know your thoughts on it. ¿Les gusta ese o prefieren Six Flags o prefieren otro parque de diversiones? What's like your preference? And then for East Bay también, let me know, like, do you know about the college? Have you been to that college? Did you graduate from that college? Like, ¿qué son sus thoughts cuando se viene a ese colegio? All right, next category, arte. Básicamente lo que si han seguido mi página de arte, I am making more original characters, más personajes originales, y también hay planes de unos proyectos que tengo en mente, something different. So I'm just trying to like do some research, get the knowledge, get the understanding para hacer esos proyectos que tengo en mente. Pero ahorita básicamente es donde estoy en el proceso de mi arte. A veces se me overwhelms porque tengo este proyecto o este personaje, pero luego empiezo en otro personaje, so then I start doing something with that. So I do have like a lot going on, so I'm trying to like, okay, focus just like on this story, this character, and then run with it. So there's a lot of management that is happening at the same time. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully you get to see esas ideas y esto de lo que estoy hablando in my art that I will be showcasing. So look out for that. Let me know in the comments de personajes, arte de que les ha gustado, preguntas que tengan de mi arte, personajes, like I'm willing to talk about it, like not willing, but I would love to talk about it. So yeah, let me know in the comments, porque hay ideas. I just gotta get creative, ser creativo con esas ideas. Alright, last category, afterthoughts. Okay, so la quote, ¿verdad? La quote que decía, con el paso del tiempo, ¿cómo pasas tiempo? En lo que es hobbies, que también conocido como pasatiempos, I'm just curious because una cosa es de que there is this like defaults, automáticamente uno está haciendo esto porque sí te que hacerlo, ¿verdad? Lo que es el trabajo, lo que es daily living, skills, lo que es responsibility, porque si no lo haces hay consecuencias, ¿verdad? There's positive consequences and then there's negative consequences. So yes, there's that going on, but at the same time, I have talked about this like hace Cafecitos with Daniel sessions, where it's like you're either kind of like surviving or you're living, right? And if you're kind of surviving, that means you're just trying to like get to your deadline, the tasks, the end of the day, which is a reality to people. But then at the same time, you can do that with living, where you're getting to the tasks, to the end of the day, tus deberes, right? But then there's also like life management, donde you're also incorporating like, okay, where's the self-care? Where am I implementing self-care para que no siempre es una vida de trabajo, una vida de deberes? So that's kind of like my thoughts right now, especially lo que es en el verano, porque es como un momento de pausa, un momento in the middle point, lo que es el año, porque el año es básicamente tu vida, ¿verdad? Como una nueva temporada, right? So you're like halfway through the season and you're like, okay, how's it going? How's my life going? Am I just like working for a life or am I living so I can work? I don't know. Perdí esa thought, pero hopefully you're trying to get what I'm trying to make you understand or what I'm trying to understand myself, where it's like you really, really, really necesitas que tener hobbies. Everybody needs a pasatiempo. Like there's como layers to it. Like yes, definitivamente, like, get the responsibilities, like, on check, 100%, like, down and everything. Cuando ya tienes las responsabilidades, porque eso es primero, ¿verdad? You gotta make sure that everything is good, your life is good, the work is good, socially, like, whatever constitutes your life, okay? Make sure that the defaults, los esenciales, están bien. Like, everything is checked out, ¿verdad? And cuando ya tienes eso, entonces ahora enfócate en lo que es el self-care. Y el self-care va a ser qué haces en tu vida that is not work related, that is not responsibility related, that is not socially related, that is not esas cosas, porque eso es ese rollo, pero este rollo de acá is what's making you have like a positive mindset, buena salud, una buena vida. Esto sí está proviendo esencialmente lo que es una buena vida, pero esto es lo que lo mantiene. It keeps it moving forward. So you want to make sure that también te enfocas en esto, lo que sea tu self-care. What I'm trying to connect it to es lo que es tus hobbies, tus pasatiempos. Now, I understand que para unos es fácil, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go on a hike, I'm gonna play the sport, I'm gonna do este arte, like you already, like, it's kind of like this is running automatically, now this is running automatically, or manually, lo que sea, ¿verdad? But then there's people who are like, no tengo tiempo, no puedo, no sé, like, there's this, some of it might be excuses, some of it just because that's how your lifestyle is kind of currently running, like, which is understandable. No todos tienen la misma flow de vida, but you also can't ignore it. Like, it's important for you to have this because everybody needs a positive, affirmative life. Everybody needs a good, healthy life. Todos necesitan esa mentalidad positiva. Y porque lo que pasa con el pasatiempo, con el hobby, es that it tackles lo que es your emotional state of being, lo que es emocional, lo que es your physical state of being, físicamente, and your mental well-being, lo que es mentalmente, ¿verdad? Esas tres categorías básicamente son como tus cores, right? Si las tres están haciendo bien, then everything is good, or it's going good. Pero si hay una o varias que no están funcionando bien, ese es un problema. Una mala salud es like a domino effect, pésimo, ¿verdad? Like, nobody wants a bad health, or nobody wants to fall into bad health. Physically, también, like, motivación, determinación, like, ¿dónde se queda eso? And then your mental well-being, mentalmente, like, todos necesitamos que hacer critical thinking, pero si no tienes ese fluido de que I can do it, then domino effect. So, cada uno va a tener su efecto dominó. So that's why you want to make sure de que están al 100% or a high level for you to function positivamente. And so that's why I'm emphasizing in this afterthought that todos necesitan que tener un hobby, un pasatiempo. Y hay muchas cosas que no necesitan que relacionarse a esta categoría que tienes acá, right? Puede ser algo que es indoors, puede ser algo que es outdoors, puede ser algo que te gusta desde que eras un niño, una niña, cuando estabas chiquito, puede ser algo que recientemente, like, te interesa, like, I find this interesting, like, no hay técnicamente una valid, justified excuse, lo que falta es el will, lo que falta es el poder, de que, okay, let me do this, hago esto para mí, please, por favor. And I'm not saying like you, right? Because lo que es el afterthought is like I'm self-reflecting. So like, okay, si me gusta hacer esto, let me do something with it. Let me emphasize it. Let me, it's not just like, okay, cool, veo un evento and I save it, but I don't go. It's like, what's the point of that then? Then like attend, be present. Lo que pasa es un ciclo that just like loops around, rotates around, circles around, and where it's like, it's hard to get out of a loop when you're just like by default es la rutina, and you don't want a routine where it's just like this is spinning and this is just like not included in that. So merge that or step away from this so you can do this. So sí, básicamente lo que estaba pensando, debido al verano, debido a los cambios que pasan, las transitions, porque lo que pasa es de que esto es un buen momento para los que pueden, to tap into this antes de que empiece la rutina o el ciclo que pasa durante los otros meses. Algo crítico, observación, cuando hay una institución de familia, está lo que es la relación de jóvenes, bebés, ok, en este caso jóvenes, porque los bebés, a menos que sean boss baby, pues sí van a hacer su propio rollo, pero los jóvenes y los padres. Sí hay un enfoque de que el padre siempre tiene que estar allí by default, esencialmente sí, ¿verdad? Porque es parte de la enseñanza y el crecimiento. Pero ya cuando los jóvenes siempre van a ser jóvenes, más bien hijos y hijas, pero ya al nivel donde ellos ya están haciendo lo que es tomando sus decisiones, ¿verdad? Entonces, con la buena educación que se estableció, el joven va a tomar eso, pues desde la esperanza, ¿verdad? Y pues ya va a hacer su propia vida o emphasize his life, donde está enfocándose en esta categoría de las responsabilidades en defaults, pero también lo que es los pasatiempos, los hobbies. Y para que un madre que se enfocó mucho en esa vida, pero no le puso tanto énfasis, porque la vida no termina o no necesita que limitarse a solo a la vida del joven, ¿verdad? Porque lo que pasa es de que van a crecer, pero el padre y la madre o el caregiver también necesita que seguir su vida y enfocarse de que algo no se reduzca, que esté constante o que sea mejor. Eso básicamente también seguir esa enseñanza que le pasó y aplicarlo también de que todavía mi vida sigue, so I still need to enfocarse en esto, los defaults and responsibilities, pero también en los pasatiempos, en los hobbies, porque se nos olvida a veces vivir nuestra propia vida. Y esto se aplica para cualquiera, jóvenes, padres, adultos, caregivers, niños, niñas, it applies to everybody, pero sí va a ser diferente para cada uno debido a lo que uno tiene acceso y está limitado y lo que está en su current lifetime. Just otra thought to throw out there, emphasizing o expandiendo este concepto o filosofía más bien. So, ya se acabó el café. Alright, so that is my afterthoughts. Let me know in los comments qué piensan. ¿Cuáles son sus thoughts on this? Your opinions? But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that in the comments, or eventually if I see you in person, hey, what do you think? So, alright, so that's basically the month of July 2026. Gracias por acompañarme con un café, un boba, un té, un refresco, una bebida, or just, listening to my July updates. And yeah, so we'll see what August looks like, what happens in August. We'll see what the next updates are, and I'm excited for, every month. So with that being said, thank you por acompañarme. Thank you for joining me, and I hope I inspire you or convince you de ver una película, jugar un videojuego, leer un libro, escuchar una música, viajar, actualizarte en mi arte, en mis pensamientos. So, alright. So, gracias and y'all have a good one. Adiós.